I'm Anthony Garbis, Senior Manager of Product Planning here at Audi. And I'm going to talk today about the Q4 e-tron. What you see in front of me is now essentially our third family of e-tron. We started in 2019 with the e-tron SUV and then the e-tron Sportback. And then last year we added the the e-tron GT and the RS e-tron GT to our family. Now we have Q4 e-tron and Q4 Sportback e-tron, which round out 5 models that we have full electric vehicles for Audi, and it's quite exciting. We're today with now is our entry point to the electric mobility for Audi with our compact SUV, which is compact on the outside, but on the inside it's very roomy. So a few things to point out is that we have an abundance of storage. So we have a very floating center console with storage underneath, phone charger in here. We have a very deep center cubby as well. And then the doors also full bottle holders that hold over 1 liter bottles in every one of the doors. And this is really what I think is one of the best storage solutions that we've done as Audi. Also looking inside, you see the digital cockpit in here. And then we also have our center screen, 10.1 inches, and with the Model Year 23s it goes to 11.6. And you have everything that's very vertical in the car. And one cool thing that I want to also point out here is that we have these touch pads on the steering wheel. So everything in this car is now swipe capable. So you can swipe up and down, which people are used to on a phone, or you have haptic buttons you can also push. We have same swipe controls for the stereo, for the volume here, and then also you can swipe for the sunroof controls, or you can push. So really trying to bring things in to like a future design, because it's been buttons on steering wheels for how many decades now, and so now we try to make it a little bit more flat. And you have these flat touch panels here, which go into the new flat Audi rings that we put on the steering wheel as well. So as you see, every car comes standard with a natural wood inlay. If you do, our black optic package comes with sport seats, and you also get an alu inlay as well. All of the wood that we use in the car is we source from areas local to our factory, so we reduce any sort of transport costs and pollution and all of that. So you keep it local to where you're producing the car. A majority of all these carpetings and insulation items here are all from recycled materials, so we don't take anything new. We use what we already have. So in terms of driver assistance, I think it's very important, as just our due diligence as citizens of the world, that we do everything we can to keep the cars and people as safe as possible. And so every one of our cars comes with what we call Presense Front, where it's front collision warning and automatic emergency braking. So looks for pedestrians, looks for other cars to help you prevent accidents. And then you also have available adaptive cruise assist, which is our adaptive cruise control. And in there you also have lane guidance, which here is where it'll keep you centered in your lane. And then Presense, which you see you can turn on and off. Side assist, this is our blind spot monitoring, standard in the car, where it'll light up on the side here. So if you look, that is what you'll see when someone's in your blind spot and you try to change lanes. And then exit warning, which is very cool. It uses those radars from the side assist. If you open your door and a car or a cyclist is coming, it'll flash at you to let you know someone's there, so you don't open your door into traffic or injure someone. So in terms of space, from the pedals to the second row is about Q7 length, actually, in terms of size. We have a compact car on the outside that's extremely large on the inside. And just getting in the car, you can see how roomy it is. Also having no transmission tunnel, you have a flat floor, especially in the back here, just makes it with a lot of rear seat legroom, and also seems roomier because you can stretch your feet out. You can fit 3 adults in the back if you need to. In terms of that cargo capacity, it's about the cargo capacity of a Q5 in the trunk, and some people noted that we have about a cubic foot more of cargo capacity in the Sportback versus the SUV, which seems counterintuitive. It's just because the Sportback's got a little bit more of a bump out on the trunk, and so that volume there is what calculates the extra cubic foot. So in terms of range, so what we see here, we're at 84%. This car has an EPA range of 236 miles, the Quattro SUV. The Sportback is 242. And then we have 265 for the rear-wheel drive variant. And so every one of these cars will do 150 kilowatts of DC fast charging, so it's about 36 minutes from a 5 to 80% state of charge. And then the AC charging, it is actually 48 amps, which is pretty high compared to many other models, and that will provide 11.5 kilowatts of charging power, and it'll take 7.5 hours from 0 to 100 to charge your car overnight. Every Q4 that you buy comes with 250 kilowatt hours of provided charging from Electrify America fast chargers, and you would do that through the My Audi app. You go to the charger, you open up your app, you put in the charger number, and it bills against the credits that we provide you for the 250 hours. We have a level 2 charger that comes with every Q4 e-tron, and that is at 9.6 kilowatts, and that plugs into your normal 240 volt outlet plug at home. And then two of my favorite features about the car, one are the matrix headlights with the digital daytime running lights. So not pictured on this car here, but the other ones that are prestige trim level come where you can adjust the signature daytime running lights. So you have 4 different signatures made up of 9 different LED units that adjust the display of your daytime running light. And then the other thing that is new to Audi and new to this car is an augmented reality head-up display, which is very cool because you have a much wider field of view in front of you when you have it, and it'll show you lane markings, it shows you navigation directions, it shows you where other cars are by marking them in front. So it really gives you a lot more situational awareness. And one of the coolest things that we did is, the car is obviously moving and going over bumps. The head-up display of the augmented reality section stays perfectly flat because we have the special algorithm there that takes into account all the sensors from the car and adjusts the picture so it stays level. So in terms of pricing, the rear-wheel drive, which is new from model year 23, is at $48,800, and then for this Quattro SV that we're sitting in now, it's $53,800, and the Sportback's about $56 and some change on top. The Q4 went on sale last month. They're available at dealers now, and the model year 23s will be rolling out in October. Electrification is super important to Audi. It is our future. After 2026, we'll have no new production cars that will be gas, all be electric, and by 2033, we'll be 100% electric with the cars that we sell.